So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Young. Buys a little time. Got a man. It's Moss. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw it. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in.
That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws and turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give to the tailback. Headed to the end zone. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. To the air. It's Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wide out. Complete in the middle. Gashing the D on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as we get deep in this 1st half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll run the quarterback sneak. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. 2 straight times they've been denied. Do they go to the ground again on 3rd and goal? They'll try to sneak it. Sneak gets it done.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Offense changing the play. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Young. Throwing right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on 3rd down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
Back to pass, it's Young. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Quarterback making checks. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Catch in the middle, it's Hobbs. Touchdown, Cornhusker! They take the lead with the 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here's a heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to throw at Young. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and move to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Another incompletion on third down.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Using his feet to buy time. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And these These are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Young. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Cameron. Across the 25. He's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for the score. Give him 6. Touchdown, Husker. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Going right to work up top. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've got the lead here in the 4th. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Makes the grab. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Huskers want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Young. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. To the air, it's Young. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Picks up the 1st down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Huskers enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Let's give it up, my guy. Move on to the next game, right?
Trying to get that ball back and preserve
GG.
time for their offense. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Smashes it between the uprights. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. That's caught, it's Moss. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Catch in the middle. It's Moss.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive. They have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Got to find a completion on this one. Quickly complete. Takes it into the house, and the clock is at 0, and they are down a single.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Young. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Unloads it left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws...
It's a running room. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice.
Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, there's an alley to the left. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. On the direct snap, it's Berry. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Young. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, beats the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
The sure hands, it's Cameron. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got him. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Berry. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. He's going to run it, and this one will be stopped for no gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Oh, better look out! He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Berry. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Direct snap. It's Berry. He's in open space downfield. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a fourth down and decision time. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Got the quick pass. Still on his feet at the 45. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Nebraska. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside the spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Robertson. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the wildcat there. Looking to convert, they'll go to the wildcat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown.
Get out of my game, bro, with that gay-ass shit. Delete the game.
Will put total weather to crank us up. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Young. Complete to the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Huskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Cameron. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go belly out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Toss to the outside. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Young. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab on the big throw. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all taken care of.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Finds his tight end. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking to throw, it's Young. Quick completion on the out route. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, ECU.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Adjusting the pattern. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Back to pass, it's Young. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Tight end now in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Hobbs. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Hobbs. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskers!
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. through the air. It's Young. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's as if this guy has morphed into Ndamukong Suh. He's dominating right now.
Man, Ndamukong Suh, one of the best players I've ever seen live. Just unbelievable. And this guy, if you're mentioned with Ndamukong Suh, you're having yourself a day. Getting a couple sacks, getting...
There he goes. And he'll be brought down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the toss. Find some fresh air. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
And the Pirates come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Young. The quick out. Looking for room at the 30. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to get outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Pirates need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll move the tight end. Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These DBs going to give a little cushion. To throw, it's Young. Pocket breaking down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Huskers Need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Young. Hauls it in. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Grab behind the line. It's Moss. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Good timing on the quick out. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moss. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Off the RPO, complete. Caught, and he's close to the first down on the nice pickup there. The Pirates in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Young. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Oh, space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
To the air, it's Young. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Rush is on him. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Running to Green. Oh, there's the ball. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Young. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Young. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Now he's going to break the pocket. Connection to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout.
GG, my guy. GG.
The Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Wide open spaces. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Young. They get to him as he throws. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Got a man, it's Pena. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. This offense has moved into plus territory and they want to keep the heat on. They'll haul it in the 1st down and more. The Jayhawks will keep this drive going. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Young. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. At midfield, he's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
You always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Young. Throws to the wideout. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Nebraska! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Pena. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. No huddle here for the offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Pena. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Jayhawks line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Jayhawks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Young. Looking to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give out of the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cornhusker.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole. And this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Young. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Cornhuskers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Pena. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Got it in the middle, it's Pena. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
To the air, it's Stewart. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there. You just didn't see it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. 3rd down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Arizona in a hurry. Now from inside the red zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Young. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here comes the heat. Got his man to the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Huskers are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Hobbs. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Young. That's caught. It's Cameron. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. There, I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Stewart. Makes the catch. It's Brown. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Trying to get the edge on the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And that ball's incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. He'll start this drive going to the air. Quick completion on the out. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning on the Jets. He's loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. Makes the grab, it's Brown. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Caught in the backfield. It's Donaldson. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
That really good coverage by the defender. You could tell starting to get towards his wide receiver, towards the sideline, saw the ball, made a nice catch, but he didn't get a toe down. Just a little bit out of bounds. So close to being an interception.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floating away. Looking down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Young. Here's the heat. Intercepted, and the defense play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Good read, bro.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
Looking to throw. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds his big tight end. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Young. Finds his man. It's Moss. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He turns that loose down the right side. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Working the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. On the run, deep down the right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Hobbs. It's a seam wide